And aloha. Welcome to another edition of the Collector's Corner. I am your host, Aloha Mr. Hand, the man of notorious and questionable character, and this is being brought to you by our friends at the Tainted Glove Network. As you know, if you've joined before, the Collector's Corner was started during the pandemic as a way for me to try and get my arms around all of the different memorabilia that I have, and you can see some on the walls there. Uh, and I realized that I have a whole lot more stuff than I really thought I did. So thought I would put it out there for people to see because I am proud of a lot of these things. So today I am going with Hall of Fame rookie cards that I have. All the cards that you're going to see are PSA'd. Um, and I have cards that grade from like 1 or 2, and I have several Gem Mint 10s in there. And usually it's baseball stuff that I have, and a bulk of what I'm going to show today is baseball Hall of Famer rookie cards. But I do have some rookie cards and a couple unique cards for Hall of Famers in other sports. So why don't we go ahead and get started? So the first rookie card I'm going to start with is one of the greatest pitchers of all time, a guy who served in World War II and lost several years to a service in World War II because he was the first MLB player to register on. He actually registered on December 8th, 1941, to serve his country, and he served in the Navy until the end of the war. So he basically lost three, or four actually, seasons to military service, and that is Bob Feller. As you can see here, it's a very good 3.5. This is a 1938 Gaudi heads up card, and there are two variants of it. One is where it's plain around him, and the other is where you got the writing around him as well. So I have the one with the writing around him as well. I love this set. One of my goals is trying to collect the entire set of this. The only problem is there's one card in there, one that is kind of pricey, and that is the Joe DiMaggio rookie card, and I do not have it. I do have a little fund set aside, saving up to purchase it someday. It's going to take quite a bit of money, though, to do that. So the next one is a White Sox favorite. His number is retired by the White Sox. Nellie Fox, number 2, retired by the White Sox. This is a 1951 Bowman, which is also the set that has Willie Mays, Mickey Mantle in there as well. They're early cards. I know a lot of people consider the 52 Topps Mantle the card, but he actually had a card in 51 Bowman. So next one is the one player I wish I would have seen. Obviously, this player was around a little before my prime, but I wish I would have seen him live, and that is a 1955 Topps Sandy Koufax. You can see it's a graded a 4 from PSA. Not bad shape. I think it could be a little higher, but it's certainly not a 10. I'm not saying that, but I think it should have gotten a 5, my personal opinion. The next card is also from the same 1955 Topps set. It is a Harmon Killebrew, the killer who spent his time in Washington and with the Twins and finished up with the Royals, I believe, in the early mid 70s. I want to say 74. But you can see this is a 4 as well. The next one is another White Sox legend whose number has been retired by the White Sox. It is graded a 3, and that is Louis Aparicio. That is the Aparicio rookie card from the 1956 Topps set. Next card, I mentioned his name earlier, and this one it's in good shape. It's graded at 2. I'd like to get it better, and that's something I'll work on later on, and that is the 1959 Topps Bob Gibson rookie card, which is graded a 2. Then I have here a couple of 1960 Topps card. The first one is the 1960 Willie McCovey, which is graded a 4, but it's miscut, so that takes it down in value a little bit. You can see how the centering is off on the card, where this side has a whole lot more white space than this side does. So that's what's considered a miscut. Also, top and bottom don't match either. So, but that's the Willie McCovey. The next one is, let's face it, every White Sox fan who ever listened to a game called by Hawk Harrelson knows this name. It's a Carl Yastrzemski rookie card, And this again is also a 4. It's from the 1960 top set. It's a rookie star Carl Yastrzemski, and he certainly did that. Interesting fact: if you think about left field for the Boston Red Sox, you had Ted Williams start there in like 1939. Yastrzemski took over in 60. So really, the Red Sox had two primary left fielders from for the 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, and into the 80s. Think about that. Yes, Williams lost 2 stints to military service in World War II and in Korea. But think about that. Your primary left fielder was 2 guys for 4 decades. It's phenomenal. The next one is from the 1965 top set. The big doggy, Tony Perez of the Cincinnati Reds, the guy who really made the Big Red Machine go, underrated. And if you really think about it, him being traded before the 77 season is one of the main reasons why the Reds could not win that 3rd title in a row. That's my opinion. The next one is maybe the lowest graded card I have, but when you see who it is, you'll understand why I have it. It is a Tom Seaver 1967 rookie stars card. It's Tom Seaver, for God's sakes. Of course I'm going to have this card. Yes, I would like to upgrade it in the future, and that is the plan. The next year, people forget that this player started with the Mets because of all he accomplished with the Angels, with the Astros, and with the Rangers. But this is a 1968 Topps Nolan Ryan rookie card. You can see it's a 3. Jerry Koosman was not a bad pitcher in his own right and spent time with the White Sox. But this is the Nolan Ryan. Nolan Ryan did win a ring with the 69 Mets and did pitch in the World Series, but was traded for Jim Fregosi, I want to say, in 70, after the 71 season, I believe it was. Another card from the 68 set, and I'm going to start speeding it up a little bit here, is my favorite player of all time, Johnny Bench. That's right. This is a 5. I'd like to get a higher one, but had to start somewhere. And how I would go about doing it is, if I found like a 6 or 7 of it and it was the right price point, I would certainly buy it, and then I would put that on eBay for sale to recoup some of the money. The next card is from the 69 top set. It is a 4. It is Reggie Jackson. There's the Reggie rookie card. Everyone knows what Mr. October did. You can't discount his years in Oakland. Of course, what he did with the Yankees and Angels, and spent 1 year in Baltimore. People forget about that. 1976, before the season started, he was traded from the A's to Baltimore. People forget he spent 1 year with the Orioles, and then finished his career back with the A's in 1987. Had the honor of being at his final game at Old Comiskey Park. He played his final game at Old Comiskey Park, and I did ask him this one time: was that Charlie Finley on the field with him before his final game at Old Comiskey Park? And he said yes, it was Charlie Finley on the field with him. You ever get a chance, read some of the stuff about Charlie Finley and how the Oakland A's were run in the early 70s with Finley in charge, with Reggie, Catfish Hunter, Vida Blue, Joe Rudy, Raleigh Fingers, and several of the others. It's fascinating stuff. But moving on to the 1972 top set, Carlton Fisk rookie card. Again, this is another one that's a lower grade. It's a 3. I would like to get a higher grade, so that's something I'll be working on in the future. And of course, a lot of it depends on the price point. If it's the right price point, I will jump all over it and get it. But, haven't found one at that right price point for me yet. And a little harder to find, to be honest with you, because some of the what you generally see at the shows are the top end stuff, like the 9s and 10s, which, while I would love to have, I fully admit that it's going to be a costly proposition and need to save up for those. So moving on to the 1973 top set, this is a near mint plus 7.5 graded rookie card of the Goose, Rich Gossage. Yes, he started his career with the White Sox. And yes, he did participate in the games where they were wearing shorts. There is a picture of Goose pitching with the shorts on. I did ask Goose about it. He sort of rolled his eyes and chuckled a little bit and said it was a something. But also from the 1973 set, one of, if not the greatest third baseman of all time, definitely in the team picture. Top 3, without question. Mike Schmidt. And you can see that's a 7. It's not a bad card. Ron Say, very good player in his own right. Not a Hall of Famer, but a very good player in his own right. Also on this card. I don't know who the middle guy is, to be honest with you. He might be a member of the Hilton family for all we know. But, and moving on to the 1975 set, which is one of my absolute favorites. The first card, I actually have both variants, because if you know with the 75 set, they had the regular set and then they had the mini set. The 75 mini set, I have managed to collect the entire set. But in the 75 set, like I said, I love this set. I just love the color scheme. I love the layout. I love how it looks. This one is of George Brett. As you can see, the regular is a 3, rated very good. The mini is a, oh wow, how about that? That's a 6. How about that? I didn't realize it was that good. So, like I said, I love this set. My favorite set, I think, of Topps. The 61 set is very nice too, but I love the 75 set because I love the color differences. And here's another rookie from the 75 set, and I have both variants of it. This time the mini is a 3 and the regular is a 6, and that is of Robin Yount. You can see right there, and you see the colors are different from the Yount card versus the Brett card. You can see the color differences, and that's one of the things I find so cool about it. All right, moving on. Another 75 card with a different scheme. Gary Carter, rookie card, right there. Mark Booter Hill, also on the card, White Sox legend. So I have a bunch of others. I'm going to sort of sort through and get to the key ones, really. Because I have 2 from 78. I have 2 Eddie Murrays, as you can see there. I'm going to go a little bit quicker. And from that 78 set, I also have 3 combo cards of Paul Molitor and Alan Trammell. And they are each a different grade. Goes anywhere from 5 to 3 to 2. So you can see there's a variance in there. All right, moving on. I also, from the 79 Topps set, I have 2 Ozzie Smith rookie cards. Ozzie Smith, great guy. I also have a rookie card of his autographed by him that I need to get PSA'd and encapsulated. That should be worth some money because one of the big trends now is getting rookie cards autographed. So moving on to the 1980 Topps set, one of the greatest players of all time. This guy is on the Mount Rushmore of Hall of Famers, and that is Rickey Henderson. He could do it all, and he let you know about it. But then moving on to 81, a White Sox favorite, Harold Baines rookie card in a mint 9 condition. Like I said, 10 is the highest. That's 1 notch below. So that's a nice one to have. So the next cards are of the same player, and it's unique because in the 82 Topps set, they had released future star cards, which featured this player. But his rookie card is considered to be the 1982 Topps traded card, and that is of Cal Ripken Jr. As you can see there, I have both. The Topps traded card is the one considered the rookie, and this is the future stars card that was released in the basic set of Topps cards. The traded you had to buy as a like separate box set. So I'm going to move a couple from the 83 Topps set. I have the 3 key Hall of Fame rookies: Sandberg. Let me do this right. Sandberg, Gwynn, and Wade Boggs. And you can see that they have varying grades from 6 to 7, depending on who it is. Now, jumping ahead a little bit, this is where it gets really fun for me, because in 1989, there was a new entry into the baseball card collecting company. It was a company named Upper Deck. And the first card in their first set was the Griffey Jr., which I have in a 9. That's right, this was a mass-produced card, but it's still nice to have it in a 9. I also have an 89 Score Young Superstars, I believe that's Young Superstars, and a Donruss of Ken Griffey Jr. right there, as you can see. Then, one of the guys that I remember to this day, I remember watching his first game and feeling hope for the first time in a long time. And I have several different cards here. And I'm going to show a couple of his pre-rookie cards just because I like showing them off because I think it's cool. This is a 1987 Frank Thomas Pan Am Team USA card. This is a 1990 Uh, Don Jennings, Southern League All Star. Actually, there's two cards of the Southern League All Stars of Frank Thomas right there. And I'm going a little bit quicker, I know. But then I have several from different 1990 sets of Frank Thomas, including his Leaf card right there, the Score card right there, the Classic and Fleer update cards right there, and of course the Bowman card right there, which is a 9. And then I have 3 variants of the Topps #1 draft pick card. And it's key to note that, you'll see it says name on front on the Topps one, and I have 2 O-Pee-Chees. A 6.5 and a 9 on the O-Pee-Chees, which is the Canadian company that distributes baseball cards. And on the Topps, you'll see that it says name on front. That's because there were some cards produced and distributed that did not have his name on them. I have not been able to find one at all. I have looked. They are worth some kind of money. Now, I'm going to jump a little bit. I wanted to show a few more, but I'm going to jump based on time here. So, like I said, I had some rookie cards from other sports, so I want to show those real quick. The first one is from hockey. It is a Wayne Gretzky O-Pee-Chee rookie card in a 4. This one's a nice one to have. Moving on to football, I have several superstars who, people know their names. The first one is a 1984 Topps Dan Marino in a 7. Note about the 1984 Topps football set: John Elway is also a rookie. Has his rookie card in this set as well. And then I have a 1981 Topps Joe Montana rookie in an 8. And again, it's a little off center, so it dings the value a little bit. This one is a 1971 Topps from one of the absolute nicest athletes I've ever met, which is really funny because of his name. Let's face it, he's Mean Joe Green, who was one of the nicest guys in the world, but there was a reason they called him Mean Joe Green on the field. This is from This is a rookie card of one of the 2 athletes that I have said is quote unquote untradeable. There are only 2 athletes in my time viewing Chicago sports, and that rules out guys like Butkus and Sayers and stuff. They were a little bit before my time, but this is one of the 2 that I said is untradeable, and that's Walter Payton right there. That's his rookie. It's a 5. I'd like to get this one a little bit more. One of the things I am also working on is getting a complete Payton set. So that's something I am almost there. I need to get a couple more and just need to sit down and find them. And now I have the complete set of this, but these are the 2 of the key rookies out of this set, because Deion Sanders is also a rookie in this set. It's the 1989 Score set with Troy Aikman and Barry Sanders. As you can see, Barry is an 8 and Troy is a 9. So those are nice to have. Now, I have a couple of basketball cards and rookies. The first one is I'm going to show both of them because I have the standalone Bird and Magic Johnson rookie cards for the Topps set, for the 1980 Topps set. I also do have the combo card with the Bird, Magic, and Dr. J card with the 3 of them together. That has not been graded. I believe it's been glued together, so I'm not going to get it graded. But I would like to get one of the 3 card of the 3 of them together. That one's a lot more valuable than these. And then the other basketball player, and this isn't a rookie card. I just want to show it off anyway. This is the other athlete that I said in my Chicago sports history is untradeable, untouchable. You can't get rid of him. Michael. And he did. This card is from, he took batting practice at Old Comiskey Park in 1990. And this is where the picture was captured and put in the 1991 Upper Deck set. As you can see, it's a 6. And basically, it's an 8. Yeah, it's an 8. Basically, this would be his quote-unquote baseball rookie card. But, he's had other cards before that, so it's a cheap way to get a nice Michael Jordan card. And then the other one is a Upper Deck Star Rookies from the 1994 set of Michael Jordan. As you can see there, this was readily available in the set. You could buy this in packs. This was an insert that you had to get. So, and of course, 1994 being Michael being a rookie in the minor leagues, because he retired from basketball, went on to play baseball for a little bit, then went to back to basketball. Now, one more set of cards I want to get to, and I know we're at the 20-minute mark, is cards of future Hall of Famers that I have. So I'm going to show like two at a time, basically, really quick. Verlander, his Topps draft pick card, and a 2000 Albert Pujols Peoria Chiefs card before he made it to the majors. As you can see, this guy is an 8, and this guy is a 9 for the Verlander, as Ozzie used to call him. Obviously, those guys will be in Cooperstown someday, 5 years after they retire. So the clock really is started ticking on Pujols now. Verlander, when he retires, 5 years from then, he'll be in the Hall of Fame. Don Mattingly card, who I think is going to be in there at some point in the future. Didn't make it this time, but I'm sure he'll be there at some point in the future. This is a Gem Mint 10 Madison Bumgarner card. I think with all his escapades and what he's accomplished in the postseason, he's got a good chance to get there. And this guy, the last one I have, is a no doubt. 5 years from the time he retires, he'll be in Cooperstown. It's a Clayton Kershaw. As you can see, his Topps update and highlights is a Gem Mint 10. The Upper Deck Gaudy card is a 10, and that's the mini one version too. And then the Allen and Ginter is a 10 also. I do have several 10s of Clayton Kershaw that I was able to get at the time he was first coming up. I got a chance to see him in spring training one year in early 2011, before he won his first Cy Young. I was like, oh, I got to get all over this guy. So I know that sounds weird, but I got to get the cards of this guy. So hope you liked it. If there's anything else you'd like to see, please feel free to let me know. Thanks for watching, and aloha.